Hi everybody, this is Samit Kumar and you're watching Prince Tech Solutions. So in this tutorial, I'm going to explain how to replicate data from MySQL database to Kafka. Let me tell you guys, Kafka is a streaming application which streams the data on a real-time basis. So I'm going to explain the process how we can replicate the data from the source, which is MySQL, and destination, which is Kafka, by using Qlik replicate. So this is my Qlik replicate test drive platform. It is a trial version basically, and so you can also register to create a trial test drive platform. Okay. Now you need to simply click this link and you'll have give the username and password, and here we go. So I have just connected to my Qlik replicate platform. As you can see, this is a cloud-based online platform. So the first thing what we have to do is to create a connection. Before we create any task, we have to create a source connection, new connection, endpoint connection. So here, source MySQL connection. The type has to be MySQL. Okay, and I need to fill all those details which is required to get into the MySQL. That's the user, server detail and password I have to give. So server name should be MySQL DB, port number is 3306, username is root, and password I have to give as dish. And the SSL mode security should be none. And then let's check the connection. So before we set this connection, we have to ensure this connection is properly working. So I need to click test connection, and you can see the connection has been succeeded, and save it. Okay, so the connection has been saved in the source tab. So let's consume it, and then before we go with it, let's go to the target, and I have to also configure the target configuration for input connection for Kafka. So for this, I need to choose the type. It is Kafka. Let's give the name as JSON. So when you configure Kafka, I just have to give the broker server address, and the name I've given is Kafka, and authentication should be none, and let this property be as it is. So test connection. Yes. So what I have to do is data messaging publishing. I have to use a separate topic for each table. So just check this option. So what all things we have to take care of is these are the features. Just have a look on this. Name I've given, role is target, type is Kafka, broker name is this much, and then authentication should be none, format should be JSON, the specific data messaging message publishing should be specific topic for each, and then do not publish the metadata message. I just need to uncheck this one, wrap data message with the replication envelope. So I don't need to wrap the data message. Okay, test connection. This has been succeeded. And here we go. Just save it. So after it gets saved, the Kafka JSON, I have to create one more connectivity. Is Kafka Abro, and then chooses Kafka broker server. I have to give broker server. I have to give is this one, and then authentication should be none. Message property format should be message properties format should be Avro, not JSON. Okay. Message property completion should be none. And then the messaging publishing, it should be specific topic for each table. And then meta publishing should be publish data schema to a Confluent schema registry. Publish data to a Confluent schema registry. So you have to follow the steps. Schema registry code is this. Server. Just put it here. Authentication should be none. And then one thing we have to note is subject compatibility mode should be use schema registry default, and then we are ready for saving it. So let's test the connection. This has been succeeded, and save it. So we have got two target connection, one source connection as a SQL MySQL. Okay, two target connections. Okay, so we are now done with it. So now the endpoints has been configured. It's time to create a new task. So here it should be unidirectional, full node, and apply changes. I just have to check these two options, and then okay. Okay, so it is done, and from the source it has to be, I just have to drag it up, the MySQL connection is this one, and the target I'll drag the Kafka JSON endpoint. Okay, so two endpoints I've added. So the next activity I have to do is table selections. So So I can write here test drive and the tables, and if you give this percentage, then it will list out all the tables from this schema. So from this list of the tables, I can add few tables: pitching post, layer, and series post. So these three tables I'll take into considerations. Add. So all three are there. This button will just add all the tables which I don't want. I want only these three tables. So these three tables are required by us. I can simply press OK. So tables are added. Now it's time to create some global rules. So click on this button to add some global rules. You can create a new rule, transformation. I simply have to choose a rename schema in this transformation list. You just have to create a new rule first, transformation. Okay, rename schema, and then next. When you go next, you have a transformation scope. Schema name is like operator I have to give here. Then next. So after that, you need to rename the schema to JSON. Then next. And then finally, I don't need to change the name. Let's say it's rename schema 1. That's fine. And I can go with the finish. If I finish, it's rename schema transformations. Now it's finished. Okay. So the execution is succeeded. If you want to see the change processing, see the type of the activity it has been performed. Total changes applied, this much, all the stuffs which has been created, which has been inserted over here. Okay. So it's time to ensure that the data has been successfully replicated to the Kafka engine. So how we can open the Kafka engine? So let's go and explore the Kafka application, whether that these tables are successfully replicated or not. So this is my Kafka environment for login. I'll just go to login inside the Kafka, and here we go. So once you get into this, I can see the tables which are being migrated to Kafka are these three tables: JSON pitching post, JSON player, and JSON series. These are perfectly migrated. This is absolutely beautiful. So if you want to check the data in the tables, just go inside these and view messages. If I click on view messages, format and distributes as abro. Message format should be abro as well. Default offset, view message. So in this you can see these tables. All three tables are migrated to this Kafka applications, and the records which have been placed in these applications are here. Okay, so this is use setup data has been migrated to Kafka. So this is how the data replication is being done from MySQL database to Kafka streaming engine. And that concludes this video. I hope you have liked this video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.